What's up, Bills Mafia? I got 5 takeaways from the Bills' 47-10 win over the Jaguars on Monday Night Football. Or should I say, ass whooping. But before we get to that, let's get to that intro.
That means that we punched our ticket to go try to win the Super Bowl, and that's it. We got one game at a time, starting at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Love y'all, boys. Love you. Love you. I'll go to war with every single one of you, every f***ing game, all right? Love you, 1-7. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Win.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have me douse, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 It's showtime.
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I am Tommy. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell because I always forget to tell you. What is up, Bills Mafia? Happy Victory Tuesday to you. 47-10. My goodness, that was an ass whooping.
Better luck next time, loser.
Yeah, better luck next time because you'll need it when you're going against this current Buffalo Bills team. Yes, I said current because this is some new faces and some new coaches like Joe Brady, who's leading this offense. Not that new. I mean, he did take over last year towards the tail end of the season, but this is a new Joe Brady offense, right? He took over that offense last year, but it really wasn't his playbook, right? He was just kind of piggybacking off it and doing the best he can with what he had. Well, he had a whole off season to create something, and boy, is it working out through 3 weeks. We are, by the way, the Buffalo Bills are leading the league in points per game. I believe they're at 37.5 a game. Now, mind you, I told you guys it is a long season. It is a marathon. So I'm not going to get on here and toot my horn right away and say, I told you so, I told you so. But I think right now the Buffalo Bills are proving a lot of doubters wrong when they said in the offseason that the Buffalo Bills were going to probably finish third in the AFC East, miss the playoffs because of losing players like Stephon Diggs in a trade, losing players like Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde, and of course the injuries as well, which is understandable. But before the injuries, though, even with all that talk, they still had the Buffalo Bills finishing third in the AFC East. I don't know if anyone had the Buffalo Bills finishing this season first in the AFC East. So right now, through 3 weeks, this team is proving a lot of people wrong. Not me, though. Not me. I did have some concerns going into the season at safety, at linebacker. And boy, through 3 weeks, I got to say, that concern is pretty much gone. I truly believe that the guys that are, Damar Hamlin, the guys that are put in that position now to start, like Damar Hamlin, first time starting at safety, and guys like Balin Spector, who I really was not happy with to start the season, and Dorian Williams, who I was really concerned about coming in for our Matt Milano. So, yeah, I was a little concerned at linebacker and safety, but that is all but gone now, man. I got to say, even Taylor Rapp, I was like, hey, can he stay healthy? One, it's his first time starting with the Buffalo Bills. Now, he started with the Rams, but it wasn't like he was, the best safety out there in the market when we signed him. He was a good depth player, and now he's getting his opportunity to start full time with the Buffalo Bills. So I got to give credit where credit is due, and those guys have really stepped up to start the season and are playing at a high level. So I got 5 takeaways. Oh, by the way, real quick. Josh Allen. Yo, they said you were overrated. That's what they said.
Okay.
Oh, my God. Is that talk all but dead now? Like, honestly. It was nonsense to begin with, right? I mean, any real football fan, any fan that watches football, you don't have to be a Buffalo Bills fan, but any true football fan that knows football cannot sit there and say Josh Allen is overrated. Even if you don't like him. Even if you don't think he's the second best quarterback. Even if you don't think he's the third best quarterback. Even if you don't think he's the fourth best quarterback. Shit, even the fifth. You can't say he's overrated. You can't. Tell me, why is he overrated? I'm not going to go down this road because I don't have to. But come on now. Be realistic. Anyone that said that doesn't know football, and I get it. It came from football players that are in the league. 11 of them, I think it was. Who are these guys? Stephon Diggs? I'm just joking. All right, anyways, let's get to the 5 takeaways from the Bills' 47-10 win over the Jaguars. Once again, shout out to Bills Wire for creating this article. All right, here we go. Elite Josh Allen. Oh, it doesn't say overrated Josh Allen? Come on, Bills Wire. You you wrote it wrong there. Over. It should be. Nah, I'm just playing. Come on now. Let's try underrated, right? I mean, the way people talk down to this guy. I mean, now there's some that have love for Josh Allen. I'm not going to say everybody talks down to Josh Allen or discredits him because there is analysts out there that have a lot of praise for Josh Allen. But come on, man, the dude's elite. The dude is elite. When he needs to step up and make a play, he's going to make it happen, right? Like if you're starting an NFL team right now, you can't tell me Josh Allen. It'd be a tough decision between Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. Look, I like Lamar Jackson. I do. I like Joe Burrow. But I don't think they're on the... I honestly, guys, I don't think they're on the same level as Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen at this point in their career. I just don't... I don't see it. I get Joe Burrow went to a Super Bowl. I get that. He's really good. He is. But he ain't elite. I'm sorry. And Bengals fans are crazy. If Bengals fans would be lying to you if they had a choice between Josh Allen and Joe Burrow right now. If they picked Joe Burrow, I'm sorry. They're lying. They're lying. Anyways, let's get to it. Oh boy, was Josh Allen ever good. The Bills quarterback walked onto that field at Highmark Stadium and dominated the Jaguars defense. To start the year, Buffalo was running the ball a solid amount. And this one, it was Allen's show. Allen was 23 for 30 passing with 263 yards. 4 passing touchdowns. That helps too. Of course, Allen was pulled early because of the score. His numbers could have been even larger. Yes, they could have been. He was pulled in the fourth quarter with almost 10 minutes to play. I think it was 9 and change. And not to mention, I'll be honest with you, Sean McDermott is a nice guy because we had a huge lead going into halftime, into the second half. And I'm telling you right now, Sean McDermott, like he did in the Dolphins game, let the foot off the gas pedal. He did. He put it in cruise control. We went very basic offense. We started running the ball more. I'm telling you, that score could have even been worse than 47-10. Josh Allen probably could have had 2 more touchdowns. He probably would. I'm telling you, he probably could have finished with 6 touchdowns. And we just, Sean McDermott said, "All right, man. You know what? We're not going to totally show this team up, even though we did. But that's the second game in a row where we did that. I mean, I'm not a fan of it, but I get it, right? You also don't want to. You don't want to show everything. You also don't want to give all your offense away in one game as well. Like, show your cards. We have a very important game next week against Baltimore. So getting rest for these players, sitting them out, you don't want risk injury. I get that. I kind of get that as well. But, man, listen, man, I guess I'm greedy. I like my points, man. So don't let your foot off the gas pedal, man. I'm going to tell you right now, though, like teams like Baltimore, like Jacksonville, you get away with it. Miami, I still was like, hey, a fumble here, a quick 3 and out here, and the game could turn around like that. Especially against like a Miami that has a high-powered offense. Before Tua went down, that is, right? You never know what can happen in the course of a game. I've seen crazy things happen. And that's kind of why, like, sometimes it's dangerous to play that cruise control game when you have a lead. And like I'm telling you right now, Baltimore, when we go to Baltimore, if you get a lead, I don't care how big it is, you got to keep the pedal to the metal, right? Keep that gas going, because that's a team that can creep up on you real quick. They got some playmakers over there, and before you know it, turnover here, turnover there. You were once up 17 points. Now you're down. Now it's a 7-point game with 5 minutes left. Not good. So that's the only thing I would say about that is be selective on your teams when you put it in cruise control is all. So let's get to the next one. Hey, the guy I was talking about, Joe Brady. Good old Joe. While Allen was very impressive on the field, offensive coordinator Joe Brady deserved a takeaway of his own. Play calls and designs were perfect. If Brady keeps doing this, Buffalo's going to start getting worried about him getting sniffs for head coaching jobs. The combo of Allen and Brady helped. Everyone eat, as Brady likes to say. Khalil Shakir led the Bills with 6 catches and 72 yards with a touchdown. The biggest takeaway from the playmaking statistics was not that. Rather, it was 10 different players. Yes, 10 catching a pass. It was 9 already at halftime, including Keon Coleman's first in his career. Worth noting, Brady is only 35, so we'll note that regarding head coaching positions as well. Yeah, Joe Brady's young. I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he's here to stay at least one more year. It's good to get that extra work in. I kind of see it as a situation like the Lions have with their offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson probably could have left, but he chose to stay another year. And I think that's going to be the same for Joe Brady, right? Get another year under his belt working with Josh Allen. It's only going to help him. It's only going to get him even more head coaching opportunities, more teams fighting to get Joe Brady if another year of this continues. And what does that mean, guys? That means big money and a bigger opportunity. Like, I just don't see him leaving after this season. Especially, I will say this. We won a Super Bowl. Woo! Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he's playing a big part right now in this team's success. He most definitely is. And that's why I had the Bills winning this game big going into this game. I said 34-13 was my score prediction. Shit, that was like almost at halftime was that score, right? I think it was. But yeah, I just felt like the Jaguars, if they thought that coming into that game they were going to see the same Bills offense that they saw the last 2 games, they're going to be sorely mistaken, right? Because it's not the same offense. It's a totally different offense. I'll be honest with you, it's kind of a different Josh Allen. A little bit. Like, we still got the Josh Allen that can throw that Superman cape on, can do some unbelievable stuff out there, right? Like, wow moments. But the other side of Josh Allen taking way too many chances, Josh Allen, trying to, get a home run on almost every play, Josh Allen has kind of gone away, or at least it's in the backseat for now. And this part of Josh Allen where it's, hey, I'm going to take what the defense is giving me. I'm going to let my playmakers make plays instead of me always trying to do it by myself is really a big part of this offense success early on. Is Josh Allen buying into Joe Brady's way of thinking on how this offense should be ran. And it's working. And you don't see one player on this offense complaining about numbers, right? I know a lot of you guys and a lot of people thought coming into the season, national media that is too, and Bills Mafia, thought Dalton Kincaid was going to be the focal point of his offense. He's the only receiver we got, receiver / tight end hybrid, whatever you want to call him. And I disagreed with that going into the season. In fact, I said Khalil Shakir will be Josh Allen's go-to, will probably be, the Bills' number one receiver, meaning I also thought he was going to have 1,000 yards this season. He may get it. But he's definitely Josh Allen's go-to guy when Josh Allen needs a big play. He's definitely his security blanket at the moment. I would say Dalton Kincaid is right there too. Those two, no doubt, are Josh Allen's favorite targets. And I think Keon Coleman will eventually get there, earn Josh Allen's trust. And as you saw, and I also said, by the way, pregame, I said Keon Coleman in the red zone, watch out for him. And sure enough, he got a touchdown in that game. So, but in time, I think Keon Coleman will eventually get that trust too, where Josh Allen, relies on him on making big plays on big moments. So, but right now, I would say those two are the guys. But Khalil Shakir, for me, is going to be the guy this year. But the facts are the facts, and Joe Brady said it. Everyone's going to eat. Everyone is going to eat. And so far for 3 weeks, everybody's eating. Everybody's eating. It's a fucking buffet, right? It's a buffet, and they're all enjoying it, right? Nobody's complaining about that buffet. And there's a lot of pieces to this puzzle. There's a lot of pieces to this Buffalo Bills offensive puzzle that defenses right now can't figure out. They can't figure out because who are you going to? Who are you going to? Right? Okay, we know you got Shakir. You know you got Kincaid. Oh, shit, Coleman. Fuck, but Dawson Knox, he's pretty damn good too. He can make plays. Mac Hollins, damn, he's not bad either. Shit, yeah, Curtis Samuel. Got to worry about him and motion and, in the slot. Damn, who do we cover here? Right? James Cook, shit, he can catch the ball out the backfield. Right? He's running the ball exceptionally well. I'm telling you, we have so many different options. And this is what makes it tough for defenses, because Josh Allen can go ahead, right? Pick your poison. Right? It doesn't matter. He's going all over the field. You saw last night 10 different receivers got the ball. 10, right? Shit, man. The only one that didn't get it was Quentin Morrison. He's not bad either, right? He could be. We've seen him make some big plays in the past. So even him, our third tight end, can get involved. So, yeah, man, it's something special to watch. I'm enjoying it. And Khalil Shakir, talk about Khalil Shakir too real quick. Yards after catch, unbelievable. Unbelievable. That guy is, man, and he's as tough as nails. That guy got, man, when he got that touchdown, he did that spin, which was beautiful, by the way. He was not expecting that DB to be there. Or at safety. I wasn't sure if it was safety or DB, but he got hit. He got hit hard, and he was fine. He held on to the ball, didn't fumble, got up, cool, celebrated, no problem. Tough as nails, man. Love Khalil Shakir. All right, next up. Defense stuffs the Jags. As mentioned, it was not just the offense rolling. The defense tore up the Jaguars' offense. Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence is really struggling as of late. And the cherry on top was safety Damar Hamlin recording his first career interception against them. That capped Hamlin's incredible story and really felt like it iced the win. in the first half. Also, definitely, linebacker Dorian Williams led the Bills with 11 tackles. Similar to the offense, a lot of players got involved in sacking Lawrence as 5 different Buffalo defenders did so. Yeah, man. You got to give credit where credit is due when it comes to the defense. The defense is playing lights out, and we don't even have a lot of our key starters in the game. I mean, we are missing some Pro Bowl, All-Pro type players. They're not even in there, and we're still playing at a high level. I get it. You know what? There's going to be a lot of people who say, Jaguars suck, man. Jaguars terrible. Yeah, okay. We still held them to 10 points. That's very tough in the NFL. They still got playmakers over there. Don't get it twisted, right? They still got some pretty damn good playmakers, and we are missing like half our defense, it feels like. And we're still playing at a high level. Damar Hamlin, by the way, I was very nervous about him starting at safety going into the season. I'm not anymore. I am not anymore. He is playing at a very high level. I am proud of that man. Got that interception. He seemed like he didn't know what the hell to do when he got that ball. I was like, well, he looked so like it was almost like he was in slow motion at one point. And I just think the moment, like, the moment was so, like, unbelievable. I just almost feel like he was just, like, stuck in time. Like, what do I do here, right? Like, almost like he couldn't believe it. But it was special to see, and I'm happy for him. And it happened on Monday Night Football. So y'all know the last Monday night game, what happened to Damar Hamlin. It wasn't good. And he comes out this Monday night as a starting safety for the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo and gets his first interception. It was awesome to see, and he's playing at a high level. And, right now I am eating crow because I was definitely nervous about him going into the season as safety. I saw him more as a depth guy, and he's proving me wrong every game so far. So kudos, and I tip my hat to Damar Hamlin. Let me do that again. I tip my hat to Damar Hamlin. But the defense has been lights out, man. Von Miller, right? All of Bills Mafia was just trashing him in the offseason. He's a bum, waste of money, bad. Brandon Beane, what are you doing? Why'd you get all that money to Von Miller? We'll be lucky if we get one sack out of the guy this year. He has 3 sacks on the season, 1 sack a game. I mean, the dude is playing lights out right now football. He really is. And he's almost gotten the quarterback multiple times in these games. It's just we've played some mobile quarterbacks. If you look at the first game, Kyle Murray, boy, he's as tough as it gets to get a quarterback down. Then you got Tua, who gets rid of the ball in, I think, 2 seconds. I think he has the quickest. He gets rid of the ball the quickest in the NFL of any starting quarterback. I think it's like 2.1 seconds, something like that. Very fast. And they got Trevor Lawrence, who can also move out of the pocket. He's mobile. So not easy. These aren't. And by the way, next week got Lamar Jackson. Not easy to get these certain quarterbacks down. And Von Miller's doing a really, really good job. I told you guys, kind of like take a step back, because a lot of sometimes I'm guilty of that too. We get a little bit too excited, a little bit, caught up in the moment, and you're like, oh, this guy's a bum, or why the hell did we sign this guy? Like sometimes we got to take a step back, look at the big picture. Okay, you know what? The dude's coming off a major injury, ACL injury, right? He came back a little bit too fast. Now, I will say that was on him. That was on him. He was the one saying week 1 last year. And he should have realized, and maybe he didn't because he's a very optimistic guy. And sometimes and I have that too. When you age, you still feel young at heart. You still feel like you could do everything you did in your 20s and early 30s, mid-30s, right? Even mid-30s. And it's not even mid-30s. I mean, I don't even know. You guys catch my teenage to 20s, right? Early 30s, let's say. And I think that Von Miller has that, right? Like, I could still do this. I could still play at this high level. I can come back from an injury, no problem. I did it before. I'll do it again, play at a high level. And that's not always the case when you age, man. Sometimes it takes a little bit more time to heal. And, you lose a step. That's natural, right? You can't defeat Father Time. It's just the way it works. And I thought last year he thought he could come back earlier than he wanted to. He tried. It didn't work out. You could see later on in the season, he started to get that bend back. He started to get that speed back, but it was a little bit too late. He needed a full off season to recover, and that's what he did. And you're seeing the results this season. You're seeing a much better Von Miller. And Gregory Rousseau is playing at a high level. Ed Oliver's playing at a high level. Daquan Jones. Everybody's doing their part on defense. Dorian Williams, right? Even Balin Spector, who I was so down on, not because of his play. I was down on him because he can't stay healthy. And he's staying healthy so far, and we need him to stay healthy because at least until Terrell Bernard gets back, right? So, and really, I need him to stay healthy even after because you never know, and we need depth. And that's one thing I will say that Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott have done very well. Depth. Very important. Very important. And that's why I think our defense is one of the best in the league because of depth. Not because we have all these, elite defenders. If you look at the Jets, I think I think they have better playmakers. Like they do. Like they have an elite defense. I will say, or very borderline. They're up there. They got some really good players. But we got more depth. Right? And by the way, we have really, really good players too. I'm not saying we don't have borderline elite players. Like our corners right now, Christian Benford and Rasul Douglas are playing on an elite level right now. They are. They really, really are. But you can't, come on, Sauce Gardner. I'm just throwing that out there. Like I would take him all day over Rasul Douglas. Okay, and I love Rasul Douglas, but I'm just throwing that out there. But depth wise, right? I think we got them. We got most teams right now, at least on defense, right? So I feel like our defense, and this whole team, offense and defense, the depth is really is a big part of why the Buffalo Bills are having this success early on. All right, let me get on to this. Winning in the trenches. Allen deserved nodding, and so did Hamlin for their playmaking efforts. Even more than them, so does the play in the offensive trenches on both sides of the ball. Of those sacks, cornerback Jamarcus Ingram, defensive end A.J. Epinesa, pass rusher Casey Toohill, rookie edge defender Solomon, who I forgot to mention, and Hall of Famer Von Miller had sacks. On offense, PFF grades are going to be really nice to Buffalo's offensive line this week. The Bills gave Allen so much time to work with. He was allowed to do whatever he wanted over and over again. Yeah, man. This offensive line, I wasn't super concerned going into the season. I didn't like the fact that McGovern went to center and Edwards went to left guard because I hate doing the musical chair thing on offensive line. But so far, so good. I have no reason to complain. This offensive line has really done a really good job through 3 weeks. They are pass protecting their asses off. Run blocking has been really good too. I thought it could have been a little bit better this week, but it was fine. Like we didn't need to. They didn't need to be the greatest run blocking because we were tearing it up through the air, right? So, and listen, man, it's once again depth. Guys they signed are now starters. David Edwards, who was a backup last season, depth guy, he's now starting. It's all working out. Spencer Brown, who once again another guy I was high on, and Bills Mafia. A lot of Bills Mafia were like, "Oh, he sucks. He's terrible. Get him off. Cut him, trade him." I told y'all for a long time, man. Give that man some time. Let him work with Cromer. Let his back heal up. He's young. He's raw. He's gonna get better. He has all the tools in the shed. Just a few need to be sharpened. And Aaron Kromer sharpened those tools, and he got paid, and he deserves it. And he's out there making this offensive line really good. And Osiris Torrance was a guy I told you all the Bills should draft. They sure did draft him, and he is just a powerhouse. And, of course, Deion Dawkins, what more can I say? He's a Pro Bowl, All-Pro left tackle. Connor McGovern, I was worried going into the season with the snaps. Getting it to Josh Allen in the offseason was not good. He had a lot of fumble snaps. But he has not had an issue through 3 weeks. He's playing very good. And David Edwards has been quiet. I've heard nothing, which is great. Right? No penalty. I don't think he's even had a penalty. I could be wrong. But he's played his ass off too. So kudos to Kromer for setting this lineup right and doing it good. Job at it by choosing McGovern at center and Edwards at left guard. So, all right, let's go on to the next. A feel-good cherry on top. Look at DeMar. Hamlin's takeaway made Highmark Stadium explode. So did the final whistle. With so many doubters of Hamlin and the Bills as a team over the past several months, this win on primetime football was a huge, it says feel-good story. The losses the Bills have undergone this summer are very much a thing of the past. Thank you for that article, Bills Wire. Yeah, absolutely. It's a feel-good story for DeMar. I think this, listen, man, the Buffalo Bills, the players, the coaches, they hear the outside noise. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted when the players say, "Oh, we don't hear that stuff. We don't listen to it." They listen to it. Every player does. Trust me, they do. A chip on their shoulder, yeah, they have one. They absolutely do. Oh, you're going to pick us third in the AFC East now? Oh, we lost Stephon Diggs, so we're that bad now? Really? Okay. You're like, trust me, they hold that chip on their shoulder. Absolutely they do. And by the way, if you don't think they know who's on the schedule, that's also a lie. Of course they do. Of course they do. You don't think they have certain games that they circle? Of course they do. Stop. The Jaguars was one of those games. They've beaten us 2 in a row, right? Twice, right? And it wasn't pretty, those losses. It was ugly. You don't think they heard the outside noise too? Oh, the Jaguars, they've beaten the Bills twice. They have our number, right? They're 0-3, so they're a dangerous team. They're 0-2 going into. They need this win, right? They're going to play the Bills tough. Joshua Hines Allen, right? Watch out for him getting to. He always is a thorn on the side of the Bills. No, man. Yeah, they heard all that. Okay. All right. They soaked all that in. You don't think the Miami Dolphins, week 2, right? All the Dolphins are going to win the division. Come on, man. Of course they know. Of course. There's certain games they circle, man. Of course. And the Baltimore games, they're going to circle. The Chiefs. There's certain games that mean a little bit more. Trust me. Now, the Arizona Cardinals game meant nothing. You need a win. I'm not saying that every game, like all these games don't matter. Of course they do. Every game matters. But certain games matter a little bit more. And that's just the truth. So anyways, guys, real quick. Do me a favor, man. If you guys want to become a member of Mafia Sports Report, there is a link in the description to join. There's also, I believe it says join somewhere when the video starts. So it's $5 a month. And I put out members-only videos each week. 1 to 2 videos only for members. So it helps the channel. You're donating to the channel for all the work we put in. You don't have to do it, obviously. But, like I said, I'm giving you guys something back as well. You guys are helping out the channel grow. I'm going to be doing a video right after this one, which is the stock up, stock down, which everyone loves those videos. So stock up, stock down. Look for that video today as well. Also, I'll be doing the report card for members only this week. So look out for that. For my members. The report card will be out probably tomorrow. So look for that. And also, today should be wrestling. at 7:30 live, Nuclear Heatwave Wrestling Podcast. Wednesdays, Mafia Talk with Jay and Big Cuz. They're going to be recapping this beatdown of the Jaguars. And then Friday, me and Mikey will be back on Friday Night Lights at 9 p.m. So there's your schedule for the week. Bills Mafia, I love you. And as always, go Bills. I'm out of here. Peace.